Hi, Mary from Reviewer's Diary. I am back with an update for my 10 by 10, which has morphed into makeup basket, which today is a shop my stash. So, which is pretty cool because I know a lot of people really enjoy that. So this is still going to continue, but it's going to be like every other week instead of every 10 days. And I never seem to manage to stick to the every 10 days schedule anyway because, you know, work and all that. I'm going to be making an about me video soon. Anyhow, I am going to go over all these products. There's one item that I am going to be decluttering. I'll be giving it to my daughter. I pretty much give everything to my daughter, and so, you know, I haven't done the kind of declutter where I can sanitize everything and do a blog sale. And plus stuff with a wand, that gives you a clue what's going, are not really sanitizable. So I'm going to just go ahead and give this to my daughter, and if she doesn't like it, she'll give it to her friend, but I think she'll like it because the color is freaking beautiful, and I really like it. I just can't wear it. So anyway, I'm going to go over each of these items. I have all of this on my face right now. And then I'm going to go over the new picks. And one thing came out, like the Superstar, that I totally unexpected Superstar. And you'll be surprised to see what it is and just how cheap it is. So anyway, without further ado, we'll go over the last picks, and then we'll do Shop My Stash, and then we'll go over the new stuff that I pick. So anyway, hold on, don't go anywhere. So, I'm going to go over the Superstar item first because you'll be really surprised that this is the Superstar. I have it on right now. I have actually everything in this basket on, I believe. Yeah. I have everything on, and this is the Superstar. It's the e.l.f. Stick Foundation. This is really emollient. That's the only thing. If you're an oily skin person, this might not be good for you. But on the other hand, it does seem to do really well when it's blended. And what I like about this is easy, it's small, it's not liquid, so you can take it on an airplane. It blends easily. I use my fingers first, and then I use a blending brush. And I use this flat-topped kabuki, and then after I've blended it all over with my fingers, then I use this to blend it all over just to make sure I haven't missed any parts of my face. I tend to miss like areas around my eyebrows and my lips and all, so anyway, sorry about that. My phone has been going crazy today. But this e.l.f. Stick Foundation, I thought stick foundations would be hard to work with. This one is not. This one smooths on really easily, and I know it's really cheap because it's e.l.f. It's also cruelty-free, and now it's one of my favorite things. I really love this. I absolutely love it. Okay, have I said enough about how much I love it? I also had this in my basket, and I don't know if this was actually one of the picks because I had taken some things out and put some things in, so I did not use this. So I know it's in a use up. I don't know, you know, why it's in my basket, but it would make the 10th thing, I think. But I'll just be putting that right back where I'll see it every day and use it. This powder is a sheer powder. It's very easy to accidentally put too much on. So one good thing is it has powder puff in there, and the powder puff kind of keeps it from spilling all over inside the container, because that's where I got myself in trouble. I took the puff out and then I turned it upside down and did one of those, and because it does not sift easily into this cap, and I ended up with too much powder. So this is what happens. But anyway, this is definitely a winner powder. It's number 7, which is a cruelty-free brand, and I really like it. Okay, so the next thing is, let me go over some of the cream products. Now, I don't know if it's covering my dark circles today, but I wore this Milani concealer. Which way is up? Right side up. There we go. I think that's the right side up. I wore this concealer every day, and you know, in natural, like 1-to-1, it's definitely completely conceals dark circles. This is the newest one from Milani. It does have this really hard little sponge, I guess kind of like there's one from Maybelline everybody loves, the Age Rewind one, I think. I used to love that, but I can't buy it anymore because it's Maybelline. But anyway, and Maybelline's not cruelty-free, people. But anyway, Milani is cruelty-free, and this is better than that stuff. You take I'll show you exactly how much you need. I squeeze out on my hand. Okay, and for both eyes, that is all you need. Can you see it? Can you see that? It's so well pigmented that you really only need that tiny bit. And now this is one of my favorite concealers. It's one of the best ones now that I have ever used. So that's definitely not going anywhere. In fact, I can see myself buying that a lot. Okay, another thing that I started was this pure blush. I have it on today. It has this neat little brush on one side, which actually works really well. So if you get this, you should definitely use that brush. And here's the color. And the first time I opened this, I took the clear cap off and the entire thing fell out. So there is like a little bit of a design flaw there because this thing is new. And I was able to get it back in there, but after I got a whole lot of blush all over my fingers, I was a little frustrated with that. But it does look really nice and very natural on, in spite of when you stroke it on, it looks really dark, like it's really dark peachy color. But when you use that little brush, it blends out beautifully. Okay, so I also use this Urban Decay blush, and it's kind of like a very peachy kind of a color. It's got a very slight shimmer to it, so I use this as both my bronzer and like a blush topper. So it worked out really well, and I really do like that. So I'll definitely be keeping that. Alright, and this crown brush stick, I really like this shadow stick. It's super nice when you have put on shadow that looks a little bit dark to be able to stroke a little bit of this at the top just to light your eyes up a little bit. So I do really like that. I'm kind of still thinking about this pencil. This is from Tarte. I've been using it just on the under eye because I use a liquid on the upper eye, and it's one of the items I use up. But I use this on the bottom. It's nice for that. I don't know, it doesn't stroke on very well, but it just could be that it just needs to be sharpened again. So I haven't decided that I don't like that anymore. I'm just like not gonna get rid of it. And so I did use this Real Her palette. I have this on right now. The colors are really pretty. Currently I have on, let's see, this and that. Okay, so I have this one on, the brow bone, this one all over the lid, and this wine color is in the corners and a little bit into the crease. So I really like it, but it's not like revolutionary. I'm gonna keep it for a while yet. Like, I'm not gonna get rid of it. I got this in, this was a brand new thing in my FabFitFun box. I do like it, but I'm not sure. At some point I might declutter this someday. And I have this lipstick on. I think this was in here. I'm not sure if it was. It is color number 260 from Rimmel. It's very, very pink in the light, but in real life it's not. It's very moisturizing. I know I can never buy it again though because it is Rimmel, so I'm not positive that this was in this project. I know that this was, and I'm glad I put it in here because this is the last item that I'm going to talk about. So this is from Wet n Wild. It is a liquid lipstick. It does not say that it's like a matte or a suede or any of that, but it dries down to an uncomfortable feeling, which I was really disappointed because I love the color and I like the Wet n Wild brand. However, this stuff, I did every kind of trick in the book and it felt sticky, and then it like would, if you go like this, it was pulling color from one lip to the other. It was very unpleasant for me. I know some people are really used to like matte lip crap, and I just can't use it. So this is one item that is going to be decluttered. Last time I decluttered 2 things, gave them right to my daughter. Threw away 2 things I think that were outdated, and this is going to be decluttered to my daughter. So it is a really pretty color, but it's just, you know, I love the color, so I'm sad to see it go, but I tried every which way I could to make it work, and it just really didn't work for me. It's a shame because I really do love the color, but this is going to go bye-bye. Bye-bye. Okay, so we're going to do this Shop My Stash style. These are the palettes. Shoot, it's really hard to get everything in the picture without showing my messy vanity. But anyway, there are palettes in here that I haven't used in years, and I want to make sure that I still like them. So I did recently use the newer one, so I'm going to go right back to an old palette. This one is one of my oldest, and so we'll use this as our first item, number 1. And this drawer is just a mess. This is like overflow stuff that doesn't fit anywhere. I'll remove the Elizabeth Arden stuff out of the way because I've already picked a palette. Let's see. I have not picked lip product, and I am going to, and I have this M palette of lip colors I've never used, never once used, and so I'm gonna try it out, and if I don't like it, I'll give it to my daughter. So that's 2 items. I did want to do my usual pick 10. So I've never used this glow kit from Anastasia, whatever, however you want to say it, Anastasia. And I think there might be like a kind of a blush in there, but I'm kind of a little bit doubtful, so I might have to also pick a blush, and I know I have to pick a bronzer. Okay, now, I know I picked this for one of the weeks. What have I never used? I've never used my Tarteist blush palette, which is pretty tragic since I got it for, I think it was Christmas. I do want to pick a bronzer out because I'd like to eliminate a bronzer, but I don't have that much bronzer. I do have this Model Co bronzer, so I'll pull this one out for the bronzer. I know already that I like it, but I haven't used it in like a long time. For highlight, I'm going to pick out this Beauty for Real stick. One side is like a rosy thing and the other side is like a bronzy thing, and so somewhere in there I'll figure it out. I've never used it. Okay, so down to the concealer and mascara drawer. I already have mascara out, so I'm going to just pull out a concealer I haven't used in a long time, and that is this CC concealer. I remember really liking this. I also have this corrector from Tarte, so I'm going to take this as well. I don't know how much I'll use this, but we'll see. Okay, so I have 8 items so far, and this is the eyeshadow drawer, and I'm thinking nothing's gonna actually go with the Bon Jovi thing. I've got plenty of beautiful eyeshadows, but I think I'll pull some of these into the next project. Then I have the powder drawer, and there are powders that are not in here right now because they're going to go into another project, but I did just get this one. I bought it in a blog sale, and it's not even opened yet, but it is from a brand that's cruelty-free, and it's a translucent powder. So I think I'm going to give this a try. So I'll find out whether I like it or not. So I'm going to go ahead and give this Physicians Formula a try. I don't know if I'm going to like it or not. It's a cushion. Cushions are kind of going out the window because I don't think they have enough product in them. But I thought this was definitely worth trying. So this will be the 10th item in my bunch of stuff. Okay, so this is the next round of items. I think I have 11, but I'm not positive. I did include these two palettes, and I'm going to talk about that right now. I think I talked about them briefly as I was pulling them out, so I'm going to go over them very quickly. Most of this I have either never used or have not used in a long time, so trying to find out what I like and what I don't like. So I guess you could call this kind of a minimalism, part of a minimalism series. In fact, all my project pans are basically like project minimalism as well, because I'm trying to go through everything and see what do I really like, what do I want to save, what do I want to get rid of. So anyway, I will go over these in just 1 second. This is gonna cease being a 5 and 10 mask thing as well, because I now have a bunch of masks that are in my use-ups, and so I'll be sticking with those. So I did use the 2 sheet masks, but I did not use these 2 tubes, and I did not use the eye mask. As I use them, you know, they will show up in my empties, but they will also be as part of like my use-up. I have a couple of masks in there. So anyway, sorry about that, guys. I will talk about the 2 sheet masks that I used. I'll put that stuff down so it doesn't fly all over. I really have to clean the top of my vanity. So anyway, I used these 2 masks. I think BioBell may not be cruelty free, but I know Creme Shop is, because I looked this up. I think I just recently heard that BioBell may not be. I only have a couple BioBells left, so I'll probably use them up and get them out of my collection. Creme Shop is. Now, they were both like 15-20 minute masks, which I like. They said you could leave them on for a half hour. One of them I did, this one. I did really enjoy both of them. They both had nice heavy duty backing and fabric, so they were easy to position, both of them. This one I got in, I think it was an Ipsy bag. I got 2 masks, and there's another one in there from BioBell, and I think it's also from Ipsy. And this I bought at Marshall's in a big box of them. I think I got like 5 masks in one box. So I did buy this at Marshall's. I did enjoy both of these, and I'll go into a little bit more detail perhaps in my empties video. So this is going to morph into a makeup basket slash use 10 slash Mary's Minimalism. So I'm going to start with the stuff that's in this container, and then I'll move on to the big palettes. Alright, so I'm just going to pick from the top because, well, I guess I should do it in order of application. Okay, so I did pick out this CC corrector. This is from Tarte. It's a peachy color. So far, it just made my eyes look a little darker underneath, but I could have used it a little bit better. I think it's me. but it's like a light peach color. And I think this is for light to medium skin tones. So I'm not positive that I like or love this yet. I used it once or twice and then I forgot about it in my drawer. So I'll definitely be using this. I also pulled out a concealer that I hope is still good. It was one of my favorites, and that is this CC concealer. This looks exceptionally well with that foundation, but I'm going to use a different foundation that I have never used, that I got in a CVS haul that was well before my no-buy, which, except for a couple of skincare items, I have stuck to. So I'm going to be using this concealer, and hopefully it hasn't gone bad. I know I really liked it. I know that it looked good on camera, and I know that it really covered up, and it's like very easy to use. Next thing I'm going to use is this foundation that I got from Physicians Formula, and it's the Mineral Wear Cushion Foundation. I might hate this, but I don't know. This is the only cushion foundation that I've seen that is cruelty-free. The other ones, I know there are probably cushion foundations from other brands I don't know about, but all the other ones that I've seen are not from cruelty-free companies. I did want to give this a try because it's cruelty-free, and I figured let me let you guys know how this is, how it works out for me. We'll see if I like it or not. Okay, I'll be using a setting powder. This is from Studio Makeup. I just recently got this in a blog sale, and it was never opened. It still has the seal inside. And it's just a translucent powder. It reminds me a lot of one that I really like, but I'm going to be saying goodbye to shortly because there's hardly anything left. And that is this Makeup Forever HD powder. I do really like that HD powder, like, a lot. Like, I really wish it was cruelty-free, but it's not. And so this is an alternative for me to try. So I don't know. I don't know anything about this powder. I've never used it. I got this from, I want to say it was a Lip Monthly bag. Or it could have been a BoxyCharm back when I was subscribed. I'm not really sure. It's from Beauty For Real, and one side is like a pinky shimmery color. Yeah, it's like a pinky highlighter / blush, and the other side is a darker color, and it's yeah, I have both colors on my hand here, and I can't figure out what they are. I've never used them. One of them is pretty dark and the other one is like very silvery. I thought this was like bronzer in here. Bronzer, and it's not. It's like a highlighter. One of them is called High Beam and the other one is called Coral. So I guess one is a highlighter and one is a blush. So yeah, we learn something new every day. I do sometimes wear a cream blush and a powder blush over after I've powdered my face. I have that on today with the other makeup basket items that I just eliminated. But I have this blush palette. I got it from my daughter. It was one of my, I think it was birthday, I'm not sure. It's Tarte. I have never used it. I have never stroked a brush across this, which is really awful. When you think about it, I can't believe that I never, ever used this, and I wanted it so badly, you know. And so anyway, I'm going to be using this. I'll use the hell out of this and see which colors I really love. I know this is not going to go into a declutter or be given up by any means. Okay, so I have these 2 items left as well as 2 giant items. That'll make 10. So I'm going to stick to the 10 for now. I am going to use this Model Co. bronzer. I know when I used it, when I first tried it long ago, you can see there are some brush marks in it, that I really liked it. Like really, really liked it. Liked it enough that I have a spare. I don't know if I love it. My daughter already has it, so I offered it to her. This might be a thing for a blog sale. I have a sealed box of one of these that I never opened, so I might like save up things for a blog sale and then I'll have a blog sale at some point. So anyway, this bronzer is very nice, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna be in love with it or not still. So we'll see. I didn't use it very much, so we'll see how it goes. And another thing I have, which I really hate this thing. Why did I put it in here? Because it's something I never used. It's a lipstick palette from M Cosmetics. It comes with a little brush that I probably won't even use, but it's got like a little mixing well here, and it's got this really beautiful color in the middle. But I know that another M palette I had, I already gave to my daughter because I didn't really like it, and so I don't have high hopes for this. If I don't like it, I'll probably give it to her. I'm not sure, because I'm not sure how I feel about lip products, or how do you guys feel about lip products in a blog sale. I did just buy a lip product from somebody who was having a blog sale, and she knows how to sanitize and I know how to sanitize, so I can still sanitize it, but I'm not sure. I might love it, I might hate it. I won't know until I use it. So finally, the last two things. It makes me really sad that I got this and I never used it. Never. Not one time. This I got for Christmas. For it was birthday. I have birthday in December, and of course Christmas is shortly thereafter. There were two different ones that you could pick. One was like all just plain highlighters, and the other one had these two bronzers in it, and so I picked this one out because of these two bronzers. I figured I have a lot of highlighter, and so this Anastasia Glow Kit is what I'll be using, and it's called Gleam is the name of it. I'm so sorry I didn't use you. Ooh. And finally, the last item number 10, is a palette that I got a long time ago. In fact, the top edge of the packaging is faded. And that is this Balm Jovi palette. It's got a lot of stuff in it, not just eyeshadow. I got this on Haute Look, which I had lost trust in for a while, but this is fine. I actually recently smelled and tested everything, and it's still okay. So anyway, there are a bunch of really cool eyeshadows in here. I love that green. You can see that I have dipped my brush into a couple of these in the past, and this I believe is Mary Luminizer down here. It just says disco soul music, and this is a blush, and these are powder products, and then there are these lip products down below. So I may or may not use all of the different things in here, but I am really looking forward to using this. And I can't believe that it's been sitting in my collection for so long without being used. I take really good care of my stuff. Like you can see, I still have the slipcase for this. And, you know, it's just important to take good care of your stuff. So when you ignore it for like 6 months, it's still good. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you'll join me. I know a couple of you do pick out stuff and follow along. I really love to hear that. And so anyway, thank you very much for watching. This has been Mary with Reviewer's Diary, and have a beautiful evening. Good night.